Ayo, today I'm going to show you how to get through the secret quest that was just dropped into the final shape today, where your reward will be the long-awaited exotic class armor, which remember has 2 different exotic perks on it, which are randomly rolled from a short list of available exotic perks. Be warned, this is not something you can do as a solo player. You need a fire team of 2 players exactly to do this. More specifically, you can unlock the mission as a solo player, but won't be able to launch the mission. Also, if you haven't unlocked the mission yourself, you can't join another player who has. I know that's definitely going to be upsetting to a lot of players out there. You may have to fire up LFG for this one. Again, 2 players only. You won't be able to launch the mission if you have a fire team of 3. Here's how to unlock the mission. Step 1. You're going to need to complete 3 different instances of overthrow. 1 in the landing, 1 in the blooming, and 1 at the impasse. At the very end of your overthrow instance, look at the bottom left of your HUD. You should see a message that says a secret keeper of the Witch Queen is near. You now have to look around the area to find a hidden hive wizard who you'll have to de-shield and then kill. I don't think the locations are random. The location of the landing wizard is right here on the map, the location of the blooming wizard is right here on the map, and the location of the impasse wizard is right here on the map. Again, you'll have to do 3 instances of overthrow, 1 in each area, to kill all 3 wizards. When the 3rd wizard is dead, head to the refraction area of the Pale Heart. If you can see it up in the sky, head to the big glowing pillar of light. That should indicate the direction in which you should be going. When you get close, you'll see 2 icons on your screen that look like 2 halves of 1 whole. You and your teammate each go to one of those icons. When you get there, go full-on ad clear mode and don't stop until a subjugator spawns in. After the subjugator is dead, they'll drop an orb on the ground and Savathun will laugh. You'll have a new waypoint icon on your HUD now, indicating where the orb you're carrying will need to be dunked. Head in the direction of the waypoint icon, and when you get there, dunk the orb into the specified area. When both you and your teammate have both done this, a new flag will spawn, allowing you to launch the secret exotic mission. If you can't launch the exotic mission, try opening the map and launching it from there. And again, reminder, the mission can only be launched with a fire team of 2. Launch the mission. When you load in, both you and your teammate will each have one of 2 alignments, either light or dark. I had light, my teammate had dark. If you have the light alignment, stand on the light plate in the room, and if you have the dark alignment, stand on the dark plate. This will be a recurring theme in the encounter. When you're both on your plate, the barrier will go down and a mission timer will begin. Don't be fooled, by the way. The mission is much longer than the timer would indicate, but as you go, you'll extend the timer with each encounter completion. Run to the new area, and when you get there, run around and ad clear as you go. Eventually, you're going to get to another barrier wall. Look around. There's going to be another dark and light plate that you each need to stand on in order to take the wall down like before. The dark plate is right by the barrier, and the light one is a little bit further away. You gotta look around. Both of you stand on the correct plate and go through the barrier, which will now be down. Keep going until you reach a rally flag point, and after that, there will be 2 more plates. There will also be a new mechanic for you and your teammate to learn. Ads will spawn into the room, and also 2 yellow bar mini bosses. One yellow bar will be glowing light, and the other will be glowing orange. Only the player with the light alignment can kill the light glowing mini boss, and only the dark alignment player can kill the orange glowing one. When they're dead, they'll each drop a mote that you can pick up. You each need to be carrying 2 motes apiece for this next part of the encounter. Certain symbols will appear that only each of you can see. The theme for completing the puzzle is that one of the 2 players will be able to see a bunch of symbols and be able to shoot objects underneath them to break them, and the other player will be able to see only 2 symbols, only 2 for now anyway, which are the correct symbols that the other player will need to shoot and break. So in this example, I, as the light player, only saw 2 symbols, aka the correct ones, and called them out to my partner, the dark player, who out of all the symbols he could see, shot and broke the 2 ones that I told him to. This will come up again later as well. Each time you shoot a symbol, you lose one of the motes that you gained from the mini boss. If you screw up, you'll have to kill another mini boss and get another mote. When you've done that, you'll get teleported to a new area. Rinse and repeat with your roles reversed. Also, you'll have 3 symbols to shoot instead of 2. Again, this time the dark player will read out the 3 correct symbols that need to be shot, and the light player will shoot the 3 that are correct out of the many available to shoot. When you're done, you will again get teleported. You'll now have to do the same thing again with the roles reversed, but this time you'll be calling out and shooting 4 symbols instead of just 3. to repeat. Before you begin shooting the symbols, make sure you've each killed 4 mini bosses apiece and grabbed their motes. Finish and you'll get teleported to a new area yet again. Now it's jumping puzzle time. Don't worry, this shouldn't be too difficult to follow, nothing tricky or hidden or secret, just a standard jumping puzzle. Eventually in the jumping puzzle, you and your partner will need to take separate paths and jump on your light and dark plates as you go through the jumping puzzle. Don't worry, that part also isn't hard, the path is relatively easy to follow. At the end, step on 2 more plates to open a door. You're at a mini jumping puzzle, I would say right now. Look down and drop down to get to the next area. Drop a rally flag and step on your plates to continue. Ads will spawn, kill them. A tormentor will appear and also a big object in the air that has several nodes surrounding it connected with traces of orange light. Here's how the puzzle works. Each you and your partner are seeing different connecting nodes. You have to communicate with one another and find out which of the connecting nodes you're both able to see, as those will be the correct ones to shoot. In this puzzle, out of all the nodes you can both see, only 3 will be matching. In order to make callouts easier, we did it like a clock. I know at this part it doesn't really look like a full clock, as it only goes from 2 to 10 o'clock, but the callout system does work, as later you'll have a similar puzzle with a full clock. So first, either call out to your partner or write in game chat which of the nodes you see are glowing. When the both of you find the 3 that match, then kill the tormentor, and the player who delivers the final blow will get a buff, allowing them to shoot the matching nodes on the clock. The buff timer on the Tormentor is very short, so again, only kill the Tormentor when you both know for sure which 3 nodes need to be shot. I really do recommend the clock callouts, but do whatever works for you. Do this several times until the encounter is over. You're gonna have another jumping puzzle, kill more mini bosses, go through some grav lifts and whatnot, standard secret mission stuff, and eventually you're gonna wind up at another rally flag location. Go into the next room, and each of you stand on your light and dark plate like before. Your goal here is to kill 2 subjugator bosses, but they'll eventually become shielded. Here's the puzzle for when they get shielded. 2 wizards will spawn in, one that can only be killed by the light player and one that can only be killed by the dark player. When they're dead, more symbols will appear. Only one of the 2 players will be able to see 3 symbols by the shielded boss. The correct order in which these should be called out is from top to bottom. The other player, like before, will see a wide array of symbols, but they should only shoot the 3 symbols that their teammate calls out. So in this example, my teammate should be shooting in order light, pyramid, and fleet. The fight will continue, and as you can imagine, the roles will eventually get reversed, i.e. your partner will call out to you what 3 symbols need to be shot and in what order. If you do this correctly, the boss will be de-shielded and kill him real good. The next clock puzzle is rough. There are now going to be 2 clocks, one for you and one for your partner. 4 nodes will begin to glow. Between both you and your partner's clock, only one of the nodes will be matching. You have to find out which node matches via just communicating alone and shoot it. The timing on this is very, very quick, so you have to move fast. Again, I recommend clock callouts, and when you both know the matching node that you each have, call it out and shoot it on your own clock quickly. Keep doing this until the encounter is complete. More ads and subjugators will appear. Go ahead and kill all of them. You're now at the very end. Claim your loot, or will you? There's one more part left that I'm not going to show you. Trust me, if you've made it this far, don't worry, the loot will be guaranteed at this point. But I'm not going to show you what happens. Again, just trust me. Enjoy your loot. And now that you've finished the mission and gotten your prize, you can farm the exotic class armor by either completing the mission again, or you can get it as a rare drop by opening any chest in the Pale Heart. I don't know how rare is according to Bungie, so I think your best bet for farming the encounter would be to just keep running the mission on repeat. I'm sure you'll get better and faster each time. Thank you very much for watching. Peace!